Hi, this is Phyllis again with MFW, and this is another video in my series on fundamentals in Feng Shui. Today we're going to do a simple fundamental Feng Shui to-do list. I thought it would be wonderful to get you jump started for the spring weather. Okay, so let's get started. In previous videos, we've spoken about how the chi of your home or your office influences your personal chi, and that the environmental blockages often mirror the blockages that are in your life, in your relationships, or in your career. So, making even small adjustments in the environment can start to move the energy and help you create solutions or lead to solutions in your personal life, in your workplace, and certainly in your relationships. It's important to know just by watching this video, you've already started to make a positive shift in your energy. And even if you don't implement all of the 9 elements I'm going to put on this to-do list, important to know just by watching and even thinking about the possibility of making a change in your life, you have started to move the energy in a very positive direction. I may be referring to the Bagua, which is again the map that the Feng Shui practitioners use, and I have posted again a picture of the Bagua on my Facebook fan page, which is www.facebook.com/Phyllis Quinlan Coaching. So if you need to refer to it, you can just go to the fan page and there's a picture and a simple explanation as well. Alright, so where to begin? Feng Shui to-do list. First thing I really recommend is that you unclog any clogged drains. Now, remember, chi is very similar to water, so it has to flow, and it has to flow throughout your entire home. Your environmental blockages are not just in a room, it's not just because of a low ceiling, it's not just because a wall is in a funky place. It could also be that the drains are clogged, and you really do need to be mindful of that. Especially if the drains are clogged in a relationship area, if the drains are clogged in a career area, you can really start to understand how this can really influence what's going on in your world. So, by all means, go to the store and get something that's earth-friendly, green, doesn't have to be toxic, but the time to unclog the drains is important. You want to do it as the last thing you do before you go to bed, so that just when the house is quiet and everything is still, you're going to take a couple of bottles of whatever you choose to use, and you're going to put it down the drain in the sink in the kitchen or the bathroom, or bathrooms if you have more than one. Don't forget the tub, don't forget the shower. If you have a utility sink down in the basement, don't forget to do that. So really kind of map out where all of the drains are, and then go ahead and put in whatever you're going to use to do that, and then go to sleep and just let the house kind of let the product work, and then in the morning everything will be flushed through. But it's a nice, quiet, easy time to let what you're doing work well. Okay, now obviously for anything that's major, you might have to get some professionals in to help you with things of that nature. Sometimes products don't work. But the point is that you really don't want any clogged drains. You don't want anything backing up. You want everything flowing and going forward. Okay? Now, keeping with my plumbing theme, it's important to fix any leaky pipes. Now, water is really important in Feng Shui, and again, because it has the chi flows like water, you want to make sure that when you bring anything wonderful into your home by making an environmental change or making a Feng Shui change, that you keep it there. A slow, steady drip will actually deplete all of the positive energy in your home. And just think about it. If you're the type of person who knows how to make money, boy, you can bring money into the home, you can bring money into the office, you just can't keep it there. Then I really do recommend that you start looking under the sink. You look if you have a toilet that's constantly running. Anything that's a slow, steady drip is going to take all of that positive energy, especially money energy, and take it out of the house. So any money you put into repairing or fixing leaky plumbing within your home, or if you own an office or a business, anything you make or do to invest in keeping everything from leaking, money well spent, and it will come back to you. Okay, keeping the door closed to the bathroom or keeping the lid down on the toilet. We talked a little bit about this as far as the flow of chi, and not necessarily wanting to mix energies that are negative and positive. So think about what goes on in the bathroom. It's, you're either cleansing yourself from dirt or your waste, you're taking care of waste. So you don't want to mix that. Now, if you have a situation where you don't have a lid on the toilet, like most restaurants don't have a lid on the toilet, or maybe you have a workplace that doesn't have a lid on the toilet, well, then obviously you can't keep the toilet lid down, but you can keep the bathroom door closed. So it's really important not to mix those energies. So make that's a real simple thing to do. Okay, you want to look at your lighting and your light bulbs. Good lighting lifts chi. It just elevates it, starts to move it around, really starts to shed a little positive influence on any dark or negative spaces. So good time to take a look at the lighting in your home, especially task or work areas. Areas in the kitchen, work areas, home office, where are the kids doing homework, etc. If you have a favorite place that you want to read, you need good lighting for those things. Take a look, is it time to make an investment in track lighting? Do you need a couple of new lamps? Or you just want to switch your light bulbs over to something that's really earth-friendly and sustainable? All of these little things will, again, serve to influence the chi, start to elevate it, and start to move it around in a positive direction. Okay, number 4, remove any dead plants. You don't need dead life forms in your home. It's dead energy. Clearly, it's not going to give you anything positive. And while I know some of the dried flowers are very pretty, dried wreaths, dried flower arrangements, sometimes they're very popular, they're dead. And they have no positive energy to offer. Better to use either live plants that are healthy, or even silk arrangements that represent life. But having anything that's brittle or dry is just not the energy you want to introduce into the space. Okay, repair or replace any electrical equipment and appliances. You need to honor the space around you. If you've got a stove that that one of the pilots, or one of the burners doesn't work, it's time to get that repaired, or maybe make a major investment and replace that stove. If you have another piece of equipment that, maybe your printer isn't working like it should, either get it repaired or replace it. Make an investment, because you need to honor the space around you. That space has to work, it has to flow. If you're fighting things, if you're fighting a dishwasher, if you can't keep a refrigerator door closed, if the blender doesn't work, or you have a piece of something, some kind of electrical equipment that you just kind of dust around and move around because it's broken and we never use it, well then move it along. Remember, energy is always there. It's never destroyed. You might as well just recycle it, reuse it, and throwing things out is never a waste. It's just moving that energy along and inviting fresh energy in. Cleaning your windows. Now, I know that's an old joke, you don't do windows, but if you're really confused about what's the next step to take, if you're really thinking about, gee, I've got a lot of options and I just can't see what's the next thing to do, cleaning windows really helps you see clearly. Okay, so it's not just your windows, it's your computer screen, it's your eyeglasses. Is it time to switch out your contact lenses? Are you using glasses that are old and scratchy that you can't see clearly through? Important. Think about how much time you spend in your car. Keep the windshield clean. Clean the rear view mirror. Clean the mirrors on the, the utility mirrors on the side. Clean the mirrors in your home. You want to make sure that what you see is clear, accurate, and it will reflect then positive energy, but it will also help you then be insightful and mindful as to what's the next step to take. Okay, we all have unfinished products, or rather projects around the house. Time to clean up a few of those. Now, If you're like many people and the laundry list of unfinished projects is awesome, then you just take a look at that list, and then itemize and really start to decide which one you can do first. Here's the key, and I really feel that this is very important. Even if you put a lot of time into finishing one project, and you don't do anything else for the rest of the year, the act of completion is vital. Instead of putting your energy into 3 or 4 things that are still undone, maybe you've moved them forward, but they're still undone, you're not completing anything. There's no sense of done and moving forward. There's only this sense of running in place. So make a list of things that you need to do or projects that are in progress, but really concentrate on completing one thing, moving on to the next thing. And like I said, even if it takes you the year to complete that, completion is what's important, not just putting energy into something, but actually completing something is where the positive bang for your effort will come. Okay, so number 9 probably is the most important. As you do all of these little things, it's really important to honor the power of intention. So again, you're going to put a product down to clear the drains, or you're going to have a professional come in to clear those drains. You want to put the power of intention on that effort. You want to make your prayer to the universe as to what this should symbolize for you. If you're fixing leaky pipes, what is it that you want? You want to hold health and wellness and abundance and prosperity in your environment. Put that intention on there. If you are cleaning your windows, you know, you're doing this with the understanding that you're going to be insightful and you're going to have a clear understanding of what it is you need to do next. So I've given you 9 things to do. Again, 9 being a very auspicious number in Feng Shui, and I know 9 is a lot. So if 9 is too many, then just take 3 and start on 3. Again, the act of completion is the most important thing. Okay? So I'll be talking to you soon again with another installment on fundamentals in Feng Shui. If you have any other, you want to get in touch with me, or you have any questions, my email is mfwconsultants@gmail.com. My website is mfwconsultants.com, and my phone number is 718-661-4981. Om Mani Padme Hum.